and welcome back to the channel. I'm Spike the Butcher, and today in Jurassic World Evolution 2 I'm going to be showcasing the Jurassic Park original buildings. So we're going to build a park using the buildings from the first game and from the first couple of films. The arrival point is slightly different. You only get one road. Once again, there will be parts that I will fast forward due to taking so long building roads, or shall I say paths and enclosures. Now a lot of the buildings are slightly different. Some are the same, like the shops and the restaurants. Hotels are different. Emergency shelters are different. The toilets look different. There are things that you don't have, like the gyrospheres. I know I said in the previous videos that I was building a park with full restrictions. It may be some while, it has been bugging me. I keep getting about an hour, 2 hours in, not liking it, and then starting again. So I've put it to the side for a little bit. So I thought I'd build one of these. And in this video as well, I'll show you a lot of the decorations like lights and fountains, statues that you can also put down. I have been requested to build the original Jurassic Park from the first film. Now I actually do have a map of the whole park, so it's something I'm going to be working on. Hopefully I can pull it off, we'll see. So these are the hotels. They look a lot different. In fact, I actually prefer them. They look pretty good. This will be another two-part video, so keep your eye on for the second part when that comes out. It just takes longer than you think. I only get an 80-minute video at max, so trying to cram almost 5-6 hours in, I have to do it in 2 videos. I've also put the day and night cycle on, just so you can also see the lights. It does look good. But as you see, the medic bay and the response unit, they're all the same as the other ones. You don't have the monorail either for transport. So you only have one means of transport, apart from walking everywhere, is like a little tour which you can take with cars. So if you're going to build a big park in these settings, you're going to have a few of them. I also chose this map just to show you that there are different maps you can use. different shapes and maps. Some are easier, some are hard. Some are smaller, some are a lot bigger. So now we're going to stick some decorations on the side of our lagoon. Some water fountains. I actually forgot to put the feeders on. I actually enjoyed using the Jurassic Park themed buildings. It was actually quite nice. The Jurassic World buildings, they are modern, they look really nice, but there's just something about Jurassic Park, just the original buildings look really good. And the aviaries are slightly different as well, as you'll see shortly. Now I'm changing the ground to rock. That actually just, I think it looks nice. You can change it all if you want, or just parts of it. If you do it slightly less, you only catch the edge, or you can do it for longer and you get the full effect of the rock or the grass or the sand you're using. But if you only do it gently, you only catch the edges, just where I am there, just there. I didn't want all of it, just a little bit. These are the fountains, these are really good, these are cool. I like putting decorations across the whole entire park. It does look good when it's finished. It does take a lot of time. In the video I have had to fast forward it quite a lot just to get it all in. I will be making a third video of this park with a walkthrough. You can go into first person and you can walk around the park. So I'm going to be doing that on my third video of this park. Just be a guest, walk around the park, take on all the rides, look through all the galleries. It's the DNA. All the original signs, flags. can use individual trees as well, all different types of trees. Great for just filling gaps. Can't use the forest set for. These are little planters. They're another good filler for gaps. All types of different trees, all different types of planters, fountains, from big fountains to little fountains. You can take your time placing them exactly where you want. Sometimes it's more, looks nicer if you just do random places. It just doesn't, sometimes people like it where it's all straight and up, because normally in the paddocks you can use forest. It's a circle, but it just fills a big chunk of forest where you want it. Some places it's too close to buildings, there's not enough space, it won't allow you to do it. So you can use all the individual little trees just to fill it in. Like big space like this, just use this for it. It wouldn't have worked where I put all those trees just now. So it's always good just to try and fill the gaps. Release the first few dinosaurs. Now if you can hear some cheeping in the background, I apologise. I've just hatched through my little raptors. To the rest of them. Tall lights. I really like these. They look really nice all the way down the paths, especially the long paths that there is nothing else. If you put the lights down either side, you'll see it later when you do it, but it just looks really good in the dark at night time. It just brightens everything up. So the first part of the park is done. We're going to start on the aviary, and as you see, the aviary cages are slightly different. They're the ones original ones from, I believe, Jurassic Park 3. Is it 3? Yes, 3. I do prefer to fill in the gaps, it just looks a lot nicer. There's nothing worse than seeing big chunky spaces that you can fill. A couple of viewing galleries. If you are going to do a park in a certain map where there is bits of it all over the place, I would recommend you kind of think about it before just building. It's best to have certain things in a certain place, like I'm doing with the Ava. It's kind of out the way. There's not a lot else you can do up there. Some more emergency shelters. Before I started building this, I actually drew a little map out on a piece of paper, just the rough shape of the map. Just had a little doodle to roughly see where to put stuff, what would look better. Because you don't want to get halfway through building a park and not liking it. My problem is at the moment with the park I want to build with full restrictions. It's frustrating when you get so far and it's just, I don't like it. It's always best to plan it out before building it. But these lights are probably one of the best ones at night when they all go up. It just looks really good. Little fountains, some little ones. At some point I will showcase a lot of the lagoon decorations. I haven't done it in this video, but you can have lights in the lagoon at the bottom shine up. They are pretty cool. They do take a while to kind of find the best place for them. I just wish they had more skeletons of the dinosaurs, not just the two. Here's a good example. I was saying earlier, it doesn't always fill the gaps, so it's sometimes better to use the decoration trees, and you can place single ones instead. If you're a person who likes everything neat and straight, sorry. That looks good. If there is a bit I fast forward through, if you want to know more, or you wanted to know what I was fast forwarding past, just send us a message and I'll explain or do another video of the stuff I'm fast forwarding through to help if you need it. It's mostly paths and enclosures I fast forward, it just takes a long time. So once again, obviously near a enclosure or viewing galleries, you're going to want shops, shelters, toilets. I've put a response vehicle near here because there is the other one I have put down, it's all the way down the road. So if you are going to build a big park, I would have them kind of separated, maybe one at each end, one in the middle. Each jeep can do 5 tasks at once, same with the helicopter. So if you got 5 paddocks in one area, you can have a response building in the middle, and they can look after all 5 paddocks. And I prefer, as I said, I kind of prefer the hotels. I think they do look really good, and I think I prefer the old looking bird cages as well. But then obviously each to your own. I was hoping you could get, like with the lagoon, you can attach plants or fountains and stuff on the side. I was hoping you could kind of do the same with the aviary, but unfortunately you can't. Would be pretty cool. As good as this game is, they can still do more. each dinosaur likes their own preference of area, all their different little things they like. All the birds are pretty much the same. They like a bit of water, they like a bit of forest, most of them like sand or rock, and then some big boulders to sit on. Can't really go wrong with an aviary once you've got all those bits in. And they all eat the same thing, which is fish. The ones I'm putting in, they prefer sand then rock. Just sand all the way around. Put a few boulders in there for them to sit on. Once again, I just place them in random places. Looks a bit more natural, they're kind of lined up and in a certain order and shape and place. I have the setting on at the moment, which is just a random rock, so one rock can be a small one, next one could be a big one, or a medium one, or a huge one, or a tiny one. It just looks better. Forest in there. Aviary done and ready to go. So this is the park tour. It's a good way of getting your guests around the park. You can either have one big loop all the way around the park, but obviously then they're not going to get off. So you could have little stations everywhere. Let's fast forward this bit. Let's just build another paddock. So we're just going to get this tour path set up. Just join it together for now. I will change that later. It's just so the guests can go to the other end of the park for now. The drone dishing out medicine to one of the birds. Get to control all of this. You can do it massively. Right, so we're going to build an enclosure for Triceratops. They like a lot of forest. I built that over there just because there's no room for it near the enclosure, so I'll just airlift them over. So as you see, like it's ground nut, ground leaf. Ground fibre. Ground leaf. Ground fibre. If you ever get stuck where it says open space and you have a big paddock but it still needs open space. Now open space means nothing down, like as it is just there and there's nothing there. That's what open space means, even though you've put, say, like ground leaf on where it looks like it's still wide open, it's not. They need open space. I struggled with that when I first started playing, and I was just like, what about my paddock's huge, there's enough space. And it wasn't until I started deleting some of the ground fibre or trees and stuff, it just made sense.
Asset to be collected. En route to collect the asset.
It's just a status check post. So Jeeps can go and check on your dinosaurs, and we'll
Asset
inform you if
transportation
anything's
underway.
wrong. In the first game you used to have to do it all manually. Now if you can assign teams, it makes life so much easier. Especially if one of your dinosaurs get a disease or illness, you haven't got to worry about any of it. If you've got all the right things set up and you've already researched the cure for that certain disease, they do it all for you. It's great.
Commencing asset transit.
I'm going to put a rock ground around the base. I think it was good.
Asset transported.
I was supposed to release another video before this one. I was going to do a Raw Rumble with 20 carnivores and have it the last one standing wins. Now I set up all the arena, all the enclosures, got all that recorded, and then I released them all. They're all full. There was a winner. And then when I went to go and start making the video, I realised I'd not pressed the record button.
Transportation underway.
So that may come at some point. Lights. Near Christmas, love lights. Got to have lots of them. Just shines your park up at night time. It just looks so much
Confirming
better.
asset delivery.
Yeah, as I was saying, I just wish they gave you more skeletons of different dinosaurs.
On the park tour.
Just the two.
Senhora dos Senhores, faça uma escolha certa hoje.
Now when it does come to the decorations and the little bits and bobs, I'm not the greatest at putting them down to make them look great. Probably could be if I took my time more.
Asset delivered.
manually one by one.
Signore e signori, oggi è il giorno perfetto per un vacanza. The park tour is waiting to immerse you in a world of dinosaurs.
Asset transportation complete.
These guests are willing to walk miles. In the Jurassic World settings, you get complained about that your customers have to walk too far.
Assets in the air.
Alright.
Delivery complete.
As I did enjoy building this park, the map actually helps. Nice layout. I think if you use the Jurassic World settings, you could have some really good, some better enclosures with the monorail going over all of the enclosures, which will look pretty good. With the monorail, you wouldn't have to have this path there, so you could actually have a enclosure running through that whole lane.
Asset has been collected.
Good.
Asset has been delivered.
yeah, as I said, this is going to be another two-parter. So if you can keep your eye out for the second part, which will be out probably a few days after this one. I think for now, we'll just release these Triceratops, and I think we'll call time on this video.
Asset required collection. Heading to collect the asset.
Once again, thank you for all the views. If there is something you want to see,
Asset delivery confirmed.
please leave a comment and I'll see what I can do. And we'll see you in the next video where we'll finish the park, and then we'll have a little walk around, go on
Asset
all
in
the
transit.
rides, all the galleries. For now, thank you very much, and we'll see you in the next video.